Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we're doing a personal reading for one of my clients who will represent the sign of Aquarius, person in question, Cancer. Now, as you already know, prior to the recording, I channel into the universe and the angels of the heavens and above in here with your personal information. During the recording, there are moments of silence. It is when I'm transcending to your spirit guides so they can start passing on the messages that we need to pass on to you. When it comes to the predictions, certain predictions can come before, during, or the time I give you. Certain predictions can and are allowed to change or adjust to an extent. Other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and the people in questions have to take in this earthly world. Okay? Now, Arcana, show me what must need to know here. What is it that we need to apply or counsel to our patient, to our client? Arcana, show me what must need to know. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. What is it that we need to see here? Okay, one more shuffle. Let's see. I'm going to see the overall. The first spread will be for you as of right now, and then we'll be looking at the Cancer. Okay, let me see what else can I think about. Okay. You have to, and I know that you've been doing certain things that I advise you, but what I feel that you need to do is continuously start working on that. When you feel in more doubts than anything, start focusing on what's ahead, okay? I feel that you feeling this commitment will never be. You're feeling doubts, you're feeling suspicious. Okay. Well, no, he's coming your way. He's still there, but let me explain something else in a minute, okay? I'm not sure if you're thinking of having some type of movement from your home. I feel that someone is moving here from their residence, okay? Maybe you've been thinking about it, but someone is moving. There's a change that is coming here. The first spread is as of right now for the next 3 to 4 months. The energy could be sooner or during or after the time I give you, accordingly to how you receive these predictions. I feel that there's a change here of your home environment and also your job environment. Temporarily could be. Okay, I feel that maybe there's a position out there that is going to be for better for you. There's a change within the job itself is what's coming here for later on in the next 3 to 4 months. Okay, it's not bad at all. I feel that if you were with someone during this time of separation or after or before the Cancer, I feel that there's a Leo here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising here that it's coming in here. I'm not sure if you dated this person, you know, years back here before this Cancer, but this person is making a change in his life and he's seeking you out in this year. I will see the Cancer later to be more certain of what I'm about to tell you here. Because your fears, your worries, you're so scared that this commitment will never happen between you and this Cancer has made you have some doubts, have made you worry and made you think otherwise differently. But that could also be your intuition also speaking to you, aligning you to understand a lot of other things within this relationship. It's almost like you see him and yet you're missing him because his presence is not all there completely. Okay? There is another female here who I see he's talking to. He's talking to this other female who could be a someone arising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising here. And the conversation between them two is just not that pleasant because I feel that this person wants to return to his life is what I'm sensing here. And he's very hesitant to give this person a chance because he still cares for you still, okay? But this woman is thinking of at least telling him, let's just try it out and see if it works out, If it hasn't happened, it will happen in the next 3 to 4 months. Okay? But I definitely see him having conversation with this other female. There are other females out there that he's interested in, but in a friendship kind of way at this time. I feel that they flirt with him. I feel that they would like to be intimate with him. I don't see him taking that initiative. I just feel that more than anything, it's someone from his past that he's having communication with every now and then. And so I feel that that's the hold right now. I don't think that they're having intimacy right now. But there could be a possibility that in the next 3 to 4 months, or during the summer, or around August or so, they may so. May. Just a may. We'll see as we go along. Don't be frightened. I'm not telling you in concrete evidence that it can or it has been. Okay? But I see him here coming toward you. I see him trying to reach at you, but just something there it's a hold between you two. And I think that what it is the energy between you two. Your energy is so overwhelming that it's putting a stop in his further down to you, because he knows that there's things that have changed between you. He knows these things, whether you see it or not, but he realizes it. And he's worried about those things being temporarily changed within you. Now, keep in mind that you and him have had an extensive relationship throughout a number of years. And so this distance that you and him have right now is causing him to doubt the good things that he's seeing now in you. Okay? And it's causing him to have fears of whether or not this could actually turn around better in the next time around. Okay? Keep that in mind. And if he comes to you, he wants to make sure that there will be no more splitting up, no more breaking up, and all those things. So he's doing things in a very different way. You are tired of waiting. You want to get in there and start everything, but you can't. You have to change. There's a lot of things within you that you still have to work. And there's a lot of things within him that he still has to work. Okay? Maybe he has to have more experiences elsewhere to understand and realize truly what he needs and wants from you. And then that in itself, you also have to experience other things in life. And you also have to make some certain changes within yourself, within your spiritual realm itself and physical world. You understand? Because if you rush into this relationship that it was in a good standing at one point and now it's not, what's going to happen is you have not changed, he has not changed. So you will get back together, and guess what's going to happen in the next 3 to 4 months? It will break up and it will be worse. So you don't want those things. You need to move in a slower pace. You need to be patient. And if eventually this is the one, then the time that you've spent during this time to understand yourself and him, then it will be the worth the while. You see that? And if it doesn't work out, then you know that there are other prosperous relationships out there for you. Okay? There is someone from the past that is coming in here. It could have been from college, from school, from way back in the days that you could have dated and whatnot. But that person is making a return this year in your life as well. Okay? It's showing me here as a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. But it could also be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, it's giving me different signs here. So as we go along in the spreads, we'll see more clearly. Okay, because those could be also on his Sun, Moon, Rising signs in his chart. Okay, or characteristics of the person itself. Either way, there's someone from your past that is coming in here for a more committed relationship here. And I feel that this person has been in a steady relationship who either was married or living with someone in a commitment relationship, and he's moving away from his home environment and whatnot. And so he's coming in here, not in this right now as we speak, but you never know according to you how you change or adjust your energy. But he will be coming in here sometime after 4 months. Okay? Definitely before the year is over. I see this energy coming in. And the thing here that I'm seeing here in the Cancer, he's coming out there trying to reach out to you. And I also see him coming and reaching out to you in a more positive way of thinking. There are beautiful cards around you as we speak right now. We have aces here. It's beautiful cards around you. And the longing here that I see between you two is because both of you have mutual feelings, but you're both of you are just more than anything stuck on what it was in the past. And so it's a good thing to be in the past, but if you're thinking of good things of the past, but if you're thinking of the negative things that cause this distance between you two, then it's going to prolong this situation. So both of you are on the same stand. And I know that you're reaching out to him, and then I know that you've said you've given some time here. But he'll reach out to you again in a very short time, okay? And I feel that he will come and talk to you, and no matter what, I feel that the conversation between you two will be a more positive conversation between you two, okay? You need to understand that no matter what he says to you, it's still a good positive conversation between you two. Even if it's something that you may not like, it's still a positive conversation because he's reaching out to you to tell you what may or may not be in his thoughts and in his heart. Okay? So he will in a short time reach out to you. You and him are not over. Okay? Sometimes you wonder, sometimes you think, is it possible that someone else is there for me? Is it possible that someone else is there for him for later on and even right now? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But because you are in love with this person and you want to fix things with this person, that things could change and align themselves differently. It's possible that if you decide to have a distance between you and this person, he might decide to venture out there with someone else temporarily. It's possible, true. Absolutely, it's possible if you decide to distance yourself, okay? But I feel that right now, even though he loves you, I feel that there's someone out there from his past that is trying to make a return here, okay? Now let's see his spread, and then we're going to see something else here. He may even try to tell you about that person, even though he hasn't. If he decides that he needs some time off, then he'll try to reach out. He'll try to reach out anyways and trying to see where things are. Okay? So that conversation is coming. And according to how I see you around those cards, I see a positive conversation coming later. Okay? I'm going to show me how much they need to know here. Show me how much they need to know. Thank you to the universe and to the angels ahead and earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Thank you. Now let's see. Now this is his spread, okay? I'm going to see everything there is to know here. So he's moving from his residence. Patience is a virtue. Remember that. Patience is a virtue. Here you are. Here he is. Something about him thinks that you are being persistent in this relationship. Yes, he sees that. And that sometimes he feels that is overwhelming. He doesn't want to be rushed into things. Absolutely, he does not want to be rushed into things. Okay? He wants to make these decisions on his own. And I will tell you this, to be honest. He does love you. Absolutely, he loves you and you love him. But he also has certain hidden feelings towards someone from his past, and that someone has been in there lingering off and on, with trying to reach out to him. Okay. But at the same time, he feels that someone is there within your past, could possibly be, is what he's thinking. Someone who is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, someone rising. And so it's almost like this person's presence or memories of is put a hold on his mind in reference to you. Okay, so he thinks that maybe you are seeing someone without even, it's almost like he's thinking that you're saying certain things, that you're being too good to be true, and that whatever it is causing this. And I feel that throughout your spread, this man is showing up there constantly around that. It's causing him some type of worry, some type of fears that you could have had something with this person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And so that's still there happening as we speak, and it will continue to happen. So whether you had something to do with anybody else during this time or the time that you were with him, it's causing him to mistrust there. Okay. And he is talking to some family members. I feel there could be parents here that they're having this conversation all over again. And he does, pay attention to what they're saying. He does listen to what they're saying. And he's telling them, listen, let me make my own decision. Let me make it when I'm ready to make it. I know how she is. I know who she is. I've been with her. I know myself what it is I'm getting into. But I cannot rush into this. So he's talking to them about you because they're talking to them about you. Okay. And yes, he would like a family, but right now his mind is almost like he was set 100% on you, but he was just waiting out on the waters to calm down, to see if anything different has changed within himself or you, and to see if that will stay as he would hope so. There was some type of energy between you two, as I've said before, but it's also some type of temperament within you that he doesn't know if he can handle it again during this relationship. And don't take this personally. It is his energy that I'm sensing right now. So he's worried that if he goes back into a relationship with you, it's going to go back all over to these things. He did what he did within this relationship because there's certain things that were missing. Okay? Certain things that were missing here. And you could say, well, I did this, I did that. Yes. But unfortunately, sometimes we do things out of character. We do things or say things because we're needing some attention or because we're hurting, and we express it differently. And so that causes, fraction between this relationship, I feel. Okay? So the lack of communication and expressive, or the pattern of how you express certain things, it's causing a halt in this relationship. And it will continue to do so if you don't align to yourself. Think back and look and see how the relationship was between you two throughout the years that you were together. And think back, how many arguments you had and why you had them. Think back at what he has said to you in the past. Look, listen, I don't like the way you talk to me. Look, listen, I don't like the way you're yelling, or things like whatever it was. Pay attention to those things. And then also pay attention to how you directed yourself to him. How he conducted himself within you. Okay. Those kind of things are the things that I feel that when you see him next time, or the things that you on a nice manner way, say, listen, how about if we talk about how can our relationship work this time? Let's talk about truly what made it fail and what can it be improved this time around. Things like that. Be civil, because you don't want to end up in a commitment and then later on touch these things and it'll just be worse. Okay? Now, I feel that if you decide to distance yourself from him, someone else is coming in your life and someone else is coming in his. Okay? I feel that yes, if he decides to marry someone and be committed with, it will be you, is what he's saying to himself, because he knows that you're there. I obviously expressed it already. And not only that, but he knows you're there. But I feel that this is what I'm seeing here. Understand that he loves you, and that person from the past is coming in here, having conversations with him here. I do not see her in his life. Okay, let's put that out there. I don't see him taking it, because he is certain that she will do what she has done in the past in him. Okay, it's almost like he doesn't quite believe whatever it is that she is telling him over the phone or text or whatever. Okay. But it has put him doubts in reference to, you know, maybe things happen for a reason here with the Aquarius, and now that this person has returned, is there something here that I'm not seeing? Okay, so this is why he's at distance. And even though he says these certain things, well, it is to an extent the truth of what it is he's communicating, because he's not being intimate with anybody right now. There's a big possibility that before the year is over, there's someone there that he could be having some type of intimacy here. Okay, it's crossed his mind to date other people, but I feel that he hasn't. But there's a big chance that before the year is over, he could be intimate with another person. It could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone rising. Okay, I feel that he interacts with a lot of females. I feel that he hangs out with a lot of females, of course, within the group here. But there's one person here who's going to be quite interested within his job surrounding or friends, you know, friends group or gathering. So be aware of that, okay? I feel that maybe you're going to decide to distance yourself from him temporarily, because it's not permanently. I can assure you that. Being that this is his spread, I can tell you this much, that even if he wonders for friends with benefits with anybody else, if you and him are not having the intimacy as you should, then there's a possibility that he can venture elsewhere. Okay, so what it is, it's almost like you're putting pressure on him, to be honest, because this is his energy that I'm sensing here. I feel that when he comes around, and when he does, because he will, then you need to just express and take that energy as of that day, not the past. Okay, take that energy and enjoy that day for what it is. Whether you go out to the movies, whether you eat, whether you just look around and stare at the walls for each other, it doesn't matter. But just embrace that day for what it is, and don't bring in, you know, what about the past? What about if we are together? If we no, unless he does. You understand that? Because I feel that the less you bring out, the less pressure he would feel. He knows what he wants, and he knows that you're the one. He knows a lot of things here, but he's testing the waters within you. I hope I'm making myself clear. He's testing the waters within you. What I mean by that is that he's afraid that this is going to fail again. He's afraid that whatever differences that you've showed improvement on, he's afraid that this will fail and turn back again to what it was. And so he doesn't want any failure in this relationship. Okay? So right now, what it is that other person, whenever she calls and stuff like that, it puts him on a limbo, like trying to say, you know, I do care for her still to an extent, but I also do love the Aquarius here. But I do definitely feel that he's going to turn this person completely around. He is not having nothing to do with this person, period. Okay? So play your cards right, because this is his spread and he still sees you within this relationship here further down the line. I just feel that sometimes here he wants to give himself some time off to be able to be truly within this union, because I still see it. Okay, but I feel that within yourself, a lot of things don't align with him. Okay, I feel that he thinks that you're very short-tempered, to be honest, and you act without analyzing things. You rush into things, you say things. In the past, you probably said certain things hurtful and whatnot, and so continue to focus on that other characteristics within your chart, I feel. Okay. Let me see here. What else can I see here? So I feel that he has some type of change within his home environment here. Yes. But I also do feel that you're still within the line here for him, because he truly does care for you. He truly does love you. Keep that in mind. But I feel that the things between you two is been heavy here for him from the past here. Okay? It may not be that serious, but to him it is. But eventually he sees this renewal within this relationship between you two. I feel that you and him will have some type of conversation here. When you least expect it, he will say things to you that you were not expected to hear. He will say things that are going to be gradually to your benefit, because I do see that positive energy coming in here. I feel that he's also going to tell you things that you may not even like to an extent, but then you're going to see the positive things of that. You're going to, he might even tell you things of the past that you probably didn't even know here. Or he might tell you things of within the relationship that you and him had in the past that he did not like of that relationship. So either way, I think that there will be a conversation between you two that is going to open up your perspective in a lot of different ways for you and for him. Okay, but I do feel that that will be in a very more positive here. Okay, I'm not sure if he's helping a family member here. I'm sensing here that he's having some conversation here with either a sister or it's a sibling here that he is trying to help here with the money or movements or things like that that person is doing here also. Okay, but I definitely feel that there's a person coming in here for you who is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, someone from the past here. Okay, and I feel that that person is going to be, as we speak here, is going to be coming in here little by little. His energy is already here, but you may or may not know of this person. Probably either in the next 2 weeks or in the next 2 months, that energy, it will be present there, unless it is there already and you haven't been focusing in, and then you're going to start seeing that. Okay, and he comes in here because he's also aligned there for a relationship if you wish it to. Okay, now let's see the third spread here. And no, I don't see him with anybody intimately right now. Yes, you know, thoughts go through the minds as it does. But no, I don't see him being intimately with anybody right now. Arcana, show me how much I need to know here. Show me how much I need to know here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Third spread will be for the last couple of months of this year and into the first 2019. Arcana, show me how much I need to know. But then, of course, the energy could be sooner or later according to how you perceive the energies. Arcanas, thank you. Show me how much I need to know here. What is the overall? Now, this will be for you, the overall energy. And let's see. Thank you, Arcanas. Wow, crap of dawn. Someone is definitely moving and changing their jobs before this year ends or right in the beginning of next year. So be aware of that. Oh, okay. Third spread is for you, and we're going to see the overall energy here. Definitely, I feel that you're going to have something to do with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising here. I certainly see this person. I'm not sure. I don't know what kind of attachment you had to that person, but he's making here a return in your life, and I feel that there's a possibility that you can venture out on that. Or it's another person here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising. You'd be very surprised to have that person return here in your life here. This person, this male, has some energy changing, shifting this year. Relationships, leaving people, things in behind in the past here. And he could be someone that even have kids here or was married and he's coming in here. And so he's here aligned here for a commitment later on in the future here for you. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but it could also be another water sign. Let me tell you this. That here you are and here he is.